नेक्स्ट देखिए, न्यूमेरिकल ऑन बेसिक बफर। अब ये एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन है जिसको वी हैव ऑलरेडी ट्राइड इट फॉर एसिडिक बफर। अब बेसिक बफर में हमारा क्या था, पी ओ एच इज इक्वल टू पी के बी प्लस लॉग बेस 10 ऑफ मोलर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सॉल्ट अपॉन मोलर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ बेस। यही फॉर्मूला था। लेट अस सी, दिस वाज द फॉर्मूला for POH. Yes or no? Now applying this here, you have buffer containing ammonium hydroxide concentration is moles per liter. Concentration is always in moles per liter, 0.02 moles, and that of salt is ammonium chloride salt is how much? 0.03 moles per liter. Suppose the weight is in terms of gram, then you use molecular weight. Let us see, in competition you don't get a straight question. Moles is equal to weight upon gram molecular weight. Suppose it is given in terms of gram, then to find mole you divide the weight with molecular mass, or if you need to convert the mole to gram, then accordingly you multiply. So you have this. Now the value of Kb is 1.8. Kb is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5. So what is POH? You can put the value. POH is equal to negative log to the base 10 of 1.8 into 10 power minus 5 plus log base 10 into molar concentration of salt upon molar concentration of base. You put the values in ISC, since the calculator is allowed, there is hardly any issue. In CBSE, calculator is not allowed, so you will be given the values of PKB and PKA. So accordingly you can put the values. So negative log to the base 10 of 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 plus log base 10 of concentration of salt is how much? 0.03, and concentration of base is how much? Upon 0.02. You calculate and you get the answer, but the answer you are getting is in terms of POH. So how to find the pH? We know that pH plus POH is equal to pKw, and pKw is nothing but 14. So pH is equal to 14 minus POH. It is as simple as that. Next we come to is solubility of salt. This is quite interesting. खास तौर पे this compound in water are either soluble, so there are solubility equilibrium and Ksp value, or solubility product constant. Compound or salt, you can even write salt here, when put in water, there are three situations. Number one, it completely dissolves like sodium chloride. Number two, it is not soluble like calcium sulfate, it does not dissolve. Like barium sulfate, it does not readily dissolve. But there are certain salts which dissolve and some part do not dissolve. These are called sparingly be salt. These are called sparingly be soluble salt, which have an equilibrium between undissolved salts and ion in solution. That is to say, some salt convert to ion and some molecule of salt do not convert to ion. We straight away apply law of mass action, that is constant is the ratio of molar concentration of product of the molar concentration of product to the ratio of molar concentration of reactant is always constant. You take AgCl here, so it becomes constant into molar concentration of salt, and molar concentration of salt is taken as 1, then you have Ksp is equal to ionic product. For a sparingly soluble salt, solubility product constant is equal to ionic product constant. Here you need to remember, what do you need to remember? Allow me to write it down. When you say that the salt is dissolving, you need to actually remember that the solubility of iron is S for solubility, and it will always be in mole per liter. You can't have it in terms of gram per liter here. Again, I am saying, if you need to find the solubility in gram per liter, you accordingly use the molecular weight. Suppose you get the solubility in moles per liter, then you need to find, you multiply this with molecular weight of the salt, you will get the solubility in terms of gram per liter. But when you establish the equilibrium, you always talk about the equilibrium being established in terms of their molar concentration. You need to please remember it here. Normally what happens is you take the data in terms of gram per liter and assume it to be mole per liter. That is not done, and it is not advisable. It is a suicidal case. It is very detrimental. Despite the fact that you know the concept, you kind of lose marks. So remember this. Next we come to is KSP versus solubility. Now this is quite interesting. KSP is always constant for the salt. You need to remember that this is constant. For every salt, this is constant. Suppose the salt is AB type, so it will ionize to give A plus, B minus. Solubility of salt is S, so you apply KSP of the salt AB is equal to the product of the ions, and the product of the ions in this case, the product of the ions is A plus and B minus, and the solubility of each ion is S. So you put KSP is equal to S into S. So for binary salt, KSP is equal to S square. So if the KSP of the salt is given, you can find the solubility. How do you find the solubility? Let us see. What is the solubility of iron? Solubility of iron is equal to the root of KSP. Simple. Suppose the salt is in terms of AB2 type. Salt is in terms of AB2 type. How will it ionize? It will ionize at A plus and 2B minus. So with respect to each other, they are S and this will be 2S. But according to ionic equilibrium, each concentration is raised to the power its stoichiometric coefficient. ये बात पिछले 5-7 स्लाइड पहले एक बार होनी चाहिए थी, that each concentration is raised to the power its stoichiometric coefficient. So let us see. Suppose the KSP of this salt AB2 type is concentration of A plus and the molar concentration of B minus raised to the power its stoichiometric coefficient. What is the solubility of A? S. And what is the solubility of B with respect to S? 2S. So this becomes S into 4S square. So actually it is 4S cube. This question has come very many times in NEET and IIT, at least in terms of mains, not advanced then. So please remember that for AB2 type it is 4S cube, and AB2 type ki jagah it can be A2B type. Accordingly, the concept of solubility will remain same. Only difference will be this will ionize as 2A plus and B minus. So this will be S and this will be 2S, and this concentration will be raised to the power its 2th value. Yes or no? Next we come to is AB3 type. So it is again very interesting. Let us see how. So A plus and 3B minus. Let us say the solubility S, this will be 3S. Suppose the KSP of the salt AB3 type will be how much? A plus and 3B minus, not 3B minus, it will be B raised to the power minus 3. So this solubility is S, this will be 3S to the power 3. So this will be S into 27 power S3. So this becomes 27 S4 is equal to KSP. So accordingly you can calculate the solubility. I am zooming it in so that as a student you can turn, and these three are important from one word point of view. And same here, right? Next we come to is application of solubility product. Where all do you apply it? For calculation of solubility. Again I told you, what did I say? You know, suppose you take AB type, so the Ksp of the salt is S square. So solubility is Ksp of root of Ksp, and Ksp is the constant for solubility product. Now Ksp, now let us take a numerical. The Ksp of lead chloride is at this much. Ksp of the salt is given. Ksp of the salt is given 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 5. Calculate the solubility in gram per liter and the molecular mass is given. So we know that for lead chloride it is AB2 type, so it will be Pb2 plus and 2Cl minus, or straight away Ksp is equal to, what is the formula for AB2 type? 4s cube. For AB2 type it is 4s cube. So you have 4s cube. So solubility in mole per liter is Ksp divided by 4 cube root. Now Ksp is given how much? 1.7. So solubility is 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 5 upon 4 cube root. Whatever value comes, it is coming in terms of moles per liter. We know that moles is equal to weight upon molecular weight. So weight in gram per liter will be moles into molecular weight. So this value to be multiplied with molecular weight, you will get the answer in terms of gram per liter. Next we have is, do we have something else here? Let us see. No. So we move to the next one, which is in prediction of precipitation of salt. ये बहुत important है. इसमें इतने न्यूमेरिकल आते हैं, खास तौर पे बेरियम फ्लोराइड विद सोडियम फ्लोराइड या बेरियम क्लोराइड विद बेरियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और इसमें आपको याद रखना है, जब भी whenever the IP exceeds KSP, the salt precipitates out. Remember this. So let us see. This is a pretty interesting question. I will have to zoom it in so that you generate your confidence. And remember, please remember, when you establish KSP, the concentration has to be in moles per liter. Please remember this. This you have to understand for this particular question. And this is the best question in the video so far. And I respect this question. Let us see. You are being given barium nitrate whose molar concentration is 0.05, but you only take 25 centimeter cube. You are mixing it with barium fluoride, sodium fluoride, whose molar concentration in mole per liter is 0.02 m, but you are only taking 25 centimeter cube and mixing. So after mixing, the total volume becomes 25 plus 25, that is 50 centimeter cube. This is the data. Now the question is, will any barium fluoride will precipitate out? KSP is given. So we need to actually calculate ionic product of barium fluoride and then compare this with KSP. If this is more, then the salt will precipitate out. If ionic product is less, the salt will not precipitate out. So let us talk about this. So first we will calculate how much moles have you taken if you take this much volume. Let us see. I am again zooming it a little so that, okay. If you take 1000 ml, you are taking 0.05 moles because it is moles per liter. If you take 1 ml, you are taking 0.05 upon 1000. But when you are taking 25 ml, you are actually taking you know how much. So this will be 1 upon 8000. This is how much? You can say 0.1, 2 remaining, 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 moles. Same here, if you are taking 1000 ml, you are taking 0.02 moles. If you are taking 1 ml, then you are actually taking 0.02 upon 1000 ml. And if you are taking 25, so the moles will be how much? Accordingly, you calculate. So it is 1 upon 2000, that is as good as 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. These are the moles present in 50 centimeter cube. So these are the moles of barium. What was the salt? Barium nitrate, and that was sodium fluoride. So these are the moles of barium nitrate, and these are the moles of sodium fluoride. But this is the mixture is how much now? So these moles are present in 50 centimeter cube, and these moles are present in 50 centimeter cube. So again we move further. In 50 centimeter cube, the moles are 0.12 into 10 to the power minus 3. For 1, it will be 0.12 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 50. And for 1000 ml, you have to have it in moles per liter, as I told you, liter. So it will be 10 to the power 3, 3 cancelled, so it becomes 12 upon 5000, that is 5 2 ja 10, 5 4 ja 24, 2.4 into 10 power minus 3 capital M. This is the mole per liter in the mixture, and here in 50 centimeter cube, the moles of sodium fluoride is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. In 1 centimeter cube, the moles of sodium fluoride are 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 upon 50. And in 1 liter, that is 1000 centimeter cube, the moles will be 10 to the power 3. These are cancelled out. So you have 5 upon 500, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 2. Now, for barium ion, we will say it is as good as the concentration of barium nitrate. So this is the concentration of barium nitrate. So barium ion will be concentration of barium ion is as good as how much? 2.4 into 10 to the power minus 3, and concentration of fluoride ion will be as good as the concentration of sodium fluoride. That is how much? 1 into 10 to the power minus 2. But for barium fluoride, fluoride has to be raised to the power 2. So Ksp of barium fluoride is equal to concentration of barium ion into the concentration of fluoride ion to the power 2. Barium ion is 2.4 into 10 to the power minus 3, and fluoride ion is 1 into 10 to the power minus 2 into to the power 2. So it will be how much? 2.4 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 1, 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. So if you take 2.4 into 2 into 10 की power minus 1 and 10 to the power minus 3 outside, so this value will be obviously this ionic product is greater than the KSP. What is the value of the KSP? Let us see. What is the value of KSP? 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 6. 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 6. If you solve it further, let us believe that you are solving it. So this becomes 2.4 into 2 upon 10, decimal replaced 100 multiplied with 10 to the power minus 3. So this becomes 48 upon 10 to the power 5. So it can be 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 4, which is greater than 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 6. Therefore, since the IP is exceeding KSP, we can write, since IP is greater than KSP, the salt will precipitate out. अब इसमें एक क्वेश्चन और आता है कि क्वेश्चन क्या होता है, मैं अलग से लिख देता हूं, ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द टाइम कांस्टेंट, कितना फ्लोराइड आयन ऐड कर दें कि बेरियम फ्लोराइड प्रिसिपिटेट आउट हो जाए. उस केस में क्वेश्चन ठीक वैसे ही चलेगा, बस उल्टा हो जाएगा. हेयर यू विल नो द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ आयंस, you will know the ionic product value, but you will have to calculate the concentration of fluoride ion in terms of mole per liter. Next we come to is for purification of common salt. KSP is also applied for purification of common salt. Common salt हम लोगों की लाइफ में एक important चीज है, which is regarded as sodium chloride. It will ionize in equilibrium to give sodium ion and chloride ion. Now question is why hydrogen chloride gas is added for the precipitation of sodium chloride. Let us look for it in terms of KSP. The KSP of the salt is fixed. KSP of sodium chloride will be fixed, it is constant. But the moment you add hydrogen chloride gas, it will ionize to give H plus and Cl minus. So suppose these are X ion, this is X, this is Y. So what is ionic product now? Sodium ion into chloride ion. Sodium ion is X, that is okay. But chloride ion will be X plus Y, that exceeds IP. Or the moment IP exceeds KSP, salt gets precipitate out. It only so hydrogen chloride is added to increase the value of ionic product, and when the value of ionic product exceeds the KSP value of the salt tend to precipitate out. ये सोप इंडस्ट्री में भी बहुत यूज होता है. एक उसमें कहीं क्वेश्चन था, देखें एक क्वेश्चन बन के आ रहा है दिमाग में. सोडियम सॉल्ट ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक फैटी एसिड होते हैं, RCOONA सोडियम सॉल्ट है, इट विल आयोनाइज्ड गिव RCOONA. अब ये सॉल्ट है, सोडियम सॉल्ट ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक फैटी एसिड, इसकी KSP वैल्यू कांस्टेंट होगी. और द मोमेंट यू ऐड सोडियम क्लोराइड इनटू इट, द मोमेंट यू ऐड, दिस इज X, दिस इज X, दिस इज कैपिटल X, so the concentration of ion increases. What is the concentration of ion after mixing this salt? You have X and here you will have X plus bigger X. So again IP exceeds KSP. सोप इंडस्ट्री में भी ये इस्तेमाल होता है. तो क्वेश्चन है कि why sodium chloride is used in the preparation of soap? Only because soap are weak electrolyte. They will have a constant value of KSP for the salt. The moment you add सोडियम सॉल्ट होता है, तो सोडियम आयन कॉमन लेके एक स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट सोडियम क्लोराइड ऐड कर दिया, सोडियम आयन के कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ जाएंगे, स्मॉल x प्लस कैपिटल X. इससे क्या होगा, IP इक्विलिब्रियम में तो ये IP के बराबर होना चाहिए ना, KSP शुड बी इक्वल टू आयोनिक प्रोडक्ट. अब जब सोडियम आयन आपने बढ़ा दिया तो IP एक्सीड कर जाएगी, और जैसे ही IP एक्सीड करेगी सॉल्ट प्रेसिपिटेट हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट वी कम टू इज इन क्वांटिटेटिव एनालिसिस ऑफ इनऑर्गेनिक मिक्सचर. इसको थोड़ा सा अलग से समझेंगे, यहां समझेंगे. if you look at periodic table, there are groups of Mendeleev and Mosley. Mendeleev and Mosley. Mosley gave it 1 to 18. Mendeleev gave it 1 to 8th A and 1B to 8th B. And 8th B has 2 more subgroup. So in total there is 18 group. They run from top to bottom on periodic table. एक तो ग्रुप ये है, एक फॉर्मल ग्रुप एनालिसिस ऑफ कैटायन है या बेसिक रेडिकल है. वो जो ग्रुप है, इट हैज नथिंग टू, दोज ग्रुप्स हैव नथिंग टू डू विद द ग्रुप ऑफ periodic table. These cations are grouped as per their tendency to form precipitate in various medium. Please remember this, various medium. Medium can be acidic, medium can be alkaline. So this group analysis, formal group analysis, that group term has nothing to do with the group of periodic table. Again I repeat, these basic radical or electropositive radical or metal ions are put in various groups on the basis of their tendency to form precipitates in various medium. So remember, this formal group analysis is different to group of periodic table. Now here you can see in qualitative analysis of inorganic mixture, I have made a slide already. Let us see here. Group 1 are precipitated. Now, mercury chloride, they will be precipitated out in HCl. Lead chloride, they will be precipitated out in HCl. And silver chloride, they will be precipitated out in HCl. Now the question arises, why not the other chloride when HCl? Why not the other basic radical when HCl is added? Because the Ksp value of the chlorides of other metal is quite high. और उससे ज़्यादा IP लाना पड़ेगा, तभी तो precipitate बनेगा. Again I repeat, precipitate बनाने के लिए the value of ionic product has to be more than the value of Ksp product. Ksp value और solubility product constant value of the salt. तो ग्रुप 1 जो है मरकरी, लेड एंड सिल्वर, उनका जो Ksp वैल्यू है सॉल्ट की वो ज़्यादा नहीं है, तो थोड़ा सा HCl डाल दीजिए, IP बढ़ जाएगा. तो हाउ? सपोज यू टेक एन एग्जाम्पल, Ksp ऑफ सिल्वर क्लोराइड इज इक्वल टू द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सिल्वर आयन एंड द क्लोराइड आयन. और जैसे ही आप इसमें HCl ऐड करोगे, द IP विल एक्सीड द Ksp and the salt will precipitate out. Remember, the Ksp value of group 1 basic radical is quite low. So only HCl can increase their IP and the salt will precipitate out. And others will not. Remember, that is the benefit. Next we have is second. This is group 2 radical as sulfide H2S in HCl. Let us see it in terms of common ion. H2S is ionized weak electrolyte, twice H plus and S minus, and HCl is added as this, H plus and Cl minus. So due to common ion, low concentration of sulfide ion is maintained. Low concentration of sulfide ion is maintained. Why? Such that only group 2 radical, group 2 metal ion precipitated as sulfide. मतलब इतना ही आयन बढ़ाना है सल्फाइड का कि मेटल सल्फाइड के जो Ksp है उससे ज़्यादा हो जाए IP. अगर HCl नहीं ऐड करेंगे तो सल्फाइड इतना बाहर आ जाएगा कि ग्रुप 4 का भी मेटल सल्फाइड इसमें प्रेसिपिटेट आउट हो जाएगा. रिपीट अगेन, ग्रुप 2 और ग्रुप 4 दोनों सल्फाइड से प्रेसिपिटेट आउट होते हैं. ग्रुप 2 के जो Ksp सल्फाइड की है, सल्फाइड सॉल्ट्स की जो सॉल्युबिलिटी प्रोडक्ट कांस्टेंट वैल्यू है वो ज़्यादा नहीं है. तो केवल इतना ही सल्फाइड बढ़ाना है कि द IP exceeds for only the group 2 metal sulfides, not for group 4. So how do you do that? You put HCl there by due to common ion effect, low concentration of sulfide ion is maintained so that only group 2 metal ion precipitated as sulfide since their KSP value of metal sulfide is low. इससे फायदा क्या होगा? group 4 metal ion will not be precipitated while analyzing group 2, will not be precipitated while analyzing group 2. See here, this is very important. What the question is, why group 2 metal ion are precipitated as sulfide while passing HCl gas? Because the KSP value of metal sulfide of group 2 is quite low. Therefore, still lower concentration is maintained such that only IP of group 2 metal sulfide exceeds their KSP. Otherwise, group 4 metal ion will be precipitated out while analyzing group 2. Next we have is group 3. And group 3 is a basic buffer. Group 3 is a basic buffer and the precipitate out as aluminium hydroxide. Let us see. If you take ammonium hydroxide, it will ionize to give ammonium ion and OH ion, and when you add salt of strong acid, it will ionize to give NH4 and Cl minus. The KSP value of metal hydroxides is quite low. So you just need to have IP greater enough so as to IP should be more than the KSP, and it is low. So you cannot have more concentration of hydroxyl ion, otherwise group 5 magnesium will precipitate out here. So how do you decrease the concentration of OH ion? Like this. So same concept. To maintain the low concentration of OH ion, common ion effect is used. इससे फायदा क्या होगा? Concentration of hydroxyl ion is just sufficient such that the IP exceeds the KSP for group 3 metal hydroxides. Otherwise, group 5 magnesium will also precipitate out as here hydroxide, और group 5 में कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. और हमेशा मिक्सचर जब सॉल्ट होते हैं, अलग अलग ग्रुप के कैटायन होते हैं, तब ये प्रॉब्लम आती है. नेक्स्ट वी कम टू इज another one is group 4. This is quite interesting. Here for group 4 you precipitate them as H2S and their KSP value is quite high. Their KSP value is quite high for metal sulfides. Yes or no? So you need still higher concentration of hydroxyl ion. How do you do it? Ammonium hydroxide ionize and ammonium ion and OH ion, and H2S will ionize as 2H plus, and sulfide ion H and OH will combine to give water molecule, and this increase in concentration, this decrease in concentration like this is not recognized by equilibrium constant, therefore it dissociates more such that more sulfide ion is formed and a stage comes where IP exceeds the KSP. To maintain still higher concentration of sulfide ion, hydrogen ion is constantly removed from the medium, and the moment hydrogen ions decrease, the equilibrium constant tend to oppose the change, that is decrease in concentration of hydrogen ion. So what does it results into? It release more hydrogen ion and resultantly more sulfide ion, such that the IP exceeds the KSP, which is quite high for group 4. Next is group 5. This is interesting. It is precipitated as carbonate, same concept, nothing doing. Low concentration of carbonate ion is maintained by adding what? Low concentration of carbonate ion is maintained due to common ion effect. Ammonium chloride is a strong electrolyte, so due to common ion, low concentration of carbonate ion is maintained, and the concentration of carbonate ion is just sufficient so that the IP exceeds KSP of metal carbonate. Metal carbonate, strontium carbonate, barium carbonate, these are all precipitates and their KSP value is quite low. So how do you low concentration of carbonate ion is maintained by common ion effect, such that the concentration of carbonate ion is just sufficient to exceed its KSP value, common ion effect. Next we have is, this is quite interesting, ग्रुप 6 में केवल एक ही है, आप इसमें क्या डाल दीजिए, सोडियम बायफॉस्फेट डाल दीजिए, मैग्नीशियम पायरोफॉस्फेट बन जाएगा, प्रिसिपिटेट बन जाएगा. दैट इज नॉट ग्रुप 1, ग्रुप 2 और ग्रुप 4 सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, उसके बाद ग्रुप 3 और ग्रुप 5 है, तो आप अकॉर्डिंगली पढ़ लें. नेक्स्ट वी कम टू इज व्हाट आर इंडिकेटर्स. दिस इज क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग. जब भी कभी हम एक टाइट्रेशन करते हैं कंसंट्रेशन के टर्म्स में पीएच का, तो पीएच 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, मान लीजिए स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड है और स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस है, तो एक सर्टेन रेंज आएगी पीएच की जहां पे एब्रप्ट चेंज होगा. उस पीएच रेंज में जो इंडिकेटर आएगा वही यूज करते हैं. इंडिकेटर्स आर वीक ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड विच चेंज देयर कलर इन अकॉर्डेंस विद द पीएच ऑफ सोल्यूशन. जैसे लिटमस है तो वो काई से बनता है, लाइचन से बनता है, टर्मेरिक से मिथाइल और रेड बनता है, मिथाइल येलो बनता है. सो इंडिकेटर्स आर वीक ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड विच चेंज देयर कलर इन अकॉर्डेंस विद द पीएच ऑफ सोल्यूशन. अब जब पीएच का ग्राफ बनाते हैं तो टाइट्रेशन में धीरे धीरे, यहाँ पे स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड है, यहाँ स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस है 14 के आसपास, तो एक सर्टेन पीएच रेंज होगी जो कि दिख रही है 3 to 8 में. ऐसा इंडिकेटर जो 3 से 10 के बीच में अपना कलर चेंज करे, चाहे आप बेस के लिए इंडिकेटर लें और एसिड बेस के लिए इंडिकेटर लें तो एसिड में मिक्स कर दें, बेस ब्यूरेट से ऐड होगा, और एसिड के लिए इंडिकेटर लें तो बेस में मिक्स कर दें, एसिड ब्यूरेट में ऐड होगा. ये टाइट्रेशन में प्रैक्टिकल में आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है. तो जिस पीएच रेंज में जो इंडिकेटर आता है वही ले सकते हैं. फॉर स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड, स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस, pH range required is 3 to 14, little more than 1 and less than 14. Strong base is 14, so you use these three. If you take weak acid, तो pH करीब 6 मिलेगा, 6, 5, और स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस तो 14 से कम, तो 6 से 11 की रेंज में ये 3 इंडिकेटर हैं जो रिस्पॉन्स करते हैं. स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड लिया तो 1 से थोड़ा ज़्यादा, और वीक बेस लिया तो 8 से कम, क्योंकि वीक बेस कितने पे आ जाता है, 8, 9, 10, 14 पे तो स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस पीएच होता है. तो 3 से 8 में मिथाइल ऑरेंज और मिथाइल रेड है. और वीक एसिड में और वीक बेस में कोई शार्प चेंज नहीं आता है कर्व में, इसीलिए इसके लिए कोई इंडिकेटर नहीं है. देन यूड यूज सेकेंडरी स्टैंडर्ड्स. Secondary standards we will take some other time. It is of advanced IIT and NEET also. Next we come to is hydrolysis of salt. पहले इसमें एक क्वेश्चन बना रहा हूं, अभी नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा, यहां बनाऊंगा. बहुत ध्यान से देखिएगा, ये श्योर क्वेश्चन है। कॉन्जुगेट एक क्वेश्चन श्योर है, एक क्वेश्चन है पीएच ऑफ बफर का जो श्योर है, दूसरा है आईपी एक्सीडिंग केएसपी कैलकुलेशन बेरियम फ्लोराइड आई टोल्ड यू, और तीसरा ये क्वेश्चन है। इसका एमसीक्यू देखिए, ये है फेरिक क्लोराइड, ये है अमोनियम क्लोराइड, ये है सोडियम क्लोराइड, और ये है अमोनियम एसीटेट। सबको पानी में डालेंगे। अब आप कहोगे सर सॉल्ट तो न्यूट्रल होता है, अब नहीं होता है। सीधा क्वेश्चन है, फेरिक क्लोराइड इज डिजॉल्व्ड इन वाटर, द सॉल्यूशन इज एक्सक्यूज मी एसिडिक बेसिक न्यूट्रल एंड द डेटा इनकम्प्लीट। देखते हैं, दिस इज मेड ऑफ 2 आयन, फेरिक आयन and chloride ion. This is conjugate of its weak base, conjugate of weak base, that is ferric hydroxide. Therefore, it will act as strong acid. And this is conjugate of strong acid. Therefore, it will act as weak base. और जो strong होता है वो वाटर में ज़्यादा हाइड्रोलाइज करेगा। दिस विल हाइड्रोलाइज मोर एंड दिस विल हाइड्रोलाइज लेस। सो हेयर more OH will be consumed, therefore solution will be acidic. So ferric chloride solution is acidic due to cationic hydrolysis. एक बार फिर से, salt is made of ferric ion would have been from a weak base, so its conjugate will be strong acid. Chloride ion would have been from HCl, which is a strong acid, and its conjugate will be weak base. So when you put water, this strong acid will hydrolyze more with OH, more hydrogen ion will be there. Let us see this one. This must be a conjugate of weak base, therefore it will be strong acid. This must be a conjugate of strong acid, therefore it will be a weak base. When you hydrolyze this, this will hydrolyze more. So ammonium chloride will also be acidic in nature. Let us see here. Sodium acetate. We should take sodium acetate. So you got acetate ion, which must have been from a weak acid, therefore it's a strong base. And you got sodium ion, which must have been from a strong base, therefore it is a weak acid. And when you put them in water, strong one will hydrolyze more, and this one will hydrolyze less. So solution will be alkaline in nature. And in this case, no extent, because this is a conjugate of strong base and this is a conjugate of strong acid. So both are weak, as weak strong base का weak acid and strong acid का weak base. तो इनकी degree of hydrolysis निकालना मुश्किल है. This question is in MCQ. Next we come to is, how does it happen? Hydrolysis of salt of strong acid and weak base. So this is, strong acid is HCl, strong acid is HCl and weak base is ammonium hydroxide. So NH4 and Cl minus will make salt. Obviously cation will hydrolyze more. So you can have what? Concentration of BOH into the concentration of H plus upon the concentration of B plus is as good as KH. For salt it is hydrolysis. You also know that value of Kb, value of Kw is H ion into OH ion, and value of Kb will be BOH ionized to give B plus and OH minus. So B plus into OH ion upon BOH. If you divide this by this, so let us divide this by this. What do you have? Kw upon Kb into H ion into OH ion upon B plus into OH ion. Top pe on a numerator you get BOH, OH cancel. So you get BOH into H plus upon B plus, which is as good as Kw upon Kb. And this value is nothing but KH. So what is the relation between Kw, Kb and KH? You have it here. KH is equal to Kw upon Kb, and which is numerically equal to BOH into H plus upon B plus. Please see and observe. Although derivation is not our concept, not our cup of tea, but yes, you must know. Let us suppose we have come to finding KH, then we have come to finding relationship between Kw and Kb. Now we do how to find degree of hydrolysis. Let us see. This is cation being hydrolyzed. Degree of hydrolysis is this. Initially, let us rub this. We will talk about it. Initially, if H is formed here, H is formed here, from 1 mole, 1 minus H is released. If the concentration is C, then this will be C1 minus H, CH and CH. So if you apply law of mass action, so it will be what? BOH into H plus upon B plus is as good as KH. You put the values, so you get C square H square upon C1 minus H. 1 minus is H is taken as 1. So you get KH is equal to CH square. So what is degree of hydrolysis is equal to KH upon C ka root. Now you got this much. How to calculate? If you have the concentration of H plus as CH and value of H is how much? KH upon C in root, it becomes KH into C square upon C. So C cancelled out. So the concentration of H ion is KH into C of root. KH you know, Kw upon Kb into C to the power 1 by 2 is as good as H. Now you apply negative log to the base 10 of H plus is equal to negative log to the base 10 of Kw upon Kb into C to the power 1 by 2. This is how you calculate the pH. This will be pH. 1 by 2 of log pKb, 1 by 2 of how much? 1 by 2 pKw minus 1 by 2 pKb plus 1 by 2 log base 10 of C. इससे you can calculate the pH. Same way we have anionic hydrolysis. Nothing much special about this. Same concept. same concept. Like we did for cationic hydrolysis, we will do for anionic hydrolysis, and the last is when both are conjugates of weak acid and weak base. ये competition के लिए है. एसिटिक एसिड वीक एसिड था, उसका कॉन्जुगेट हाइड्रोलाइज होगा क्योंकि स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस हो जाएगा. अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड कहाँ से आया होगा? अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड से आया होगा, विच इज अ वीक बेस, तो इसका कॉन्जुगेट स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड होगा. और एसिटिक एसिड इज अ वीक एसिड, तो वीक एसिड का कॉन्जुगेट क्या होगा? स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस होगा. इसका मतलब दोनों हाइड्रोलाइज होंगे. तब इसमें कुछ नहीं करना है हमें, यहां से आपको मिल जाएगा KH. KH इज इक्वल टू BOH इंटू HA. वाटर का कंसंट्रेशन 1 लेते हैं तो A माइनस एंड B प्लस. उधर हम KW भी जानते हैं, KW इज इक्वल टू H प्लस OH माइनस. KB होता है B प्लस OH माइनस अपॉन BOH, और KA होता है H प्लस A माइनस अपॉन HA होता है. तो KW से KW डिवाइडेड बाय KA इंटू KB कर लीजिएगा, यही आएगा. सो यू हैव फाइनल एक्सप्रेशन एज KH हाइड्रोलिसिस कांस्टेंट इज इक्वल टू KW अपॉन KA इंटू KB. नाउ यू हाइड्रोलाइज बोथ ऑफ देम, सो यू विल गेट, what will you get? You will get C square H square upon C square is equal to KH. C square cancel, so KH is equal to H square. So degree of hydrolysis is root of KH. You put KH here, so degree of hydrolysis is as good as KW upon KA into KB. Now what is the concentration of HA? We know that Ka is equal to H plus into A minus upon HA. So HA is as good as CH. HA is as good as, no, HA is as good as H plus A minus upon Ka. And now you can have value from Ka here, put it here, find, sorry, H plus के टर्म्स में ले आइए इसको. सॉरी, let us talk about how does HA ionize. HA ionize as H plus A minus. So Ka is equal to H plus upon A minus upon HA. So what is H plus equal to? Ka into HA upon A minus. HA is how much? CH. Ka into CH upon A minus. If you put the value of H from here, you will get the value of H plus. Apply negative log, calculate. So this is quite interesting, and I repeat again, number 1 question is, if you talk in reverse, salt hydrolysis, which cation will hydrolyze to give acidic or basic solution? It is cationic or ionic hydrolysis. दो हंडरसन इक्वेशन पे pH आता है, ये हंडरसन इक्वेशन ही चल रहा है. 3 कॉमन आयन इफेक्ट की एप्लीकेशन, स्पेशली फॉर्मल ग्रुप एनालिसिस या वो रीजनिंग, वाई सोडियम सॉल्ट्स ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक फैटी एसिड्स आर एडेड बाय NaCl ड्यूरिंग प्रिपरेशन ऑफ सोप, या सोडियम क्लोराइड की प्रिपरेशन में HCl क्यों डाला जाता है. चौथा वो क्वेश्चन कि अगर किसी सॉल्ट को प्रेसिपिटेट आउट कराना है तो उसका कोई एक आयन का कंसंट्रेशन कितना हो, या इसका उल्टा कि रिजल्टेंट सोल्यूशन में अगर आप बेरियम का आयन और फ्लोराइड का आयन डालते हैं अलग अलग तरीक़ों से, तो बेरियम फ्लोराइड का KSP दे रखा हो तो प्रेसिपिटेट बनेगा कि नहीं बनेगा. वीडियो थोड़ा लंबा था, माफ़ी चाहता हूँ, इसीलिए थोड़ा थोड़ा मैंने कहीं कट शॉर्ट भी किया है, सो दैट यू जनरेट योर कॉन्फिडेंस while practicing it again. Watch out for the next video. Thank you.